Living alone. Many of us shy away from the idea, thinking that companionship is a necessary part of life. Society has conditioned us to believe that we are only whole when we share our lives with someone else. But what if I told you that living alone could be the most liberating and empowering experience of your life? What if you could discover your true self, unshackled by the expectations and needs of others? This is not about rejecting relationships, but understanding that the most important relationship you will ever have is with yourself. When you live alone, there's no one else to distract you from your inner world. No one to drown out your thoughts or tell you what you should feel. You are free to explore who you really are, without the influence of others' opinions or emotions. This freedom allows you to get in touch with your deepest desires and aspirations. You can design your life without compromises or concessions, fully thinking about your individuality. The key to living alone isn't about isolation or loneliness. It's about realizing that you are whole as you are. When you live alone, you learn to rely on your own strength, and you become more attuned to your needs and desires. There's no pressure to perform or to live up to someone else's expectations. You become the creator of your reality, and that is a power that no relationship can offer in the same way. In a relationship, whether romantic or otherwise, there's always a blending of desires, needs, and expectations. While this can be beautiful and enriching, it also means compromising on certain aspects of your own desires. When you're on your own, there's no need to compromise. You have the freedom to follow your intuition, to trust your decisions, and to move at your own pace. Living alone gives you the space to evolve without external influences, allowing you to grow into the fullest version of yourself. Moreover, living alone creates a sacred space for reflection. In the quiet moments, when you're alone with your thoughts, you can process your emotions and experiences without interruption. This time alone allows you to better understand your past, your patterns, and your fears. It's in this solitude that we come to recognize our true power. It's where we learn to trust ourselves, to build a deep sense of self-love, and to let go of what no longer serves us. In relationships, we often look for external validation, seeking approval from others to feel worthy or loved. But when you live alone, you realize that the only validation you need is from within. The only approval that truly matters is your own. This shift is revolutionary because it places you at the center of your universe. You are no longer dependent on the moods, behaviors, or judgments of others. You stand firm in your own identity, free from the need for constant reassurance. Being alone also offers the opportunity to truly connect with your own inner voice. We are often so caught up in the opinions and advice of others that we lose touch with our own inner wisdom. When you live alone, you're forced to listen to yourself. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your desires become clearer. You can start to hear the whispers of your soul, guiding you toward the life you truly want to live. Living alone is not about being lonely, it's about being alone with yourself. It's an opportunity to rediscover who you are, without distractions. This self-discovery is invaluable because it allows you to understand your true desires, needs, and goals. When you're in a relationship, it can be easy to lose sight of your own individuality as you merge your life with someone else's. But when you live alone, you're constantly reminded of your independence and your ability to create the life you want. One of the most powerful aspects of living alone is the ability to choose your environment. You are the architect of your space, and everything within it reflects your personality and desires. Your home becomes a sanctuary, a place where you can recharge and reconnect with yourself. The way you decorate, the way you organize your space, and the atmosphere you create all have a direct impact on your well-being. You have complete control over your environment, and that sense of ownership brings a deep sense of peace and satisfaction. Moreover, living alone encourages self-discipline and responsibility. Without anyone else to share the load, you're forced to take full responsibility for your life. You manage your finances, your time, and your emotional well-being. While this might seem daunting at first, it's incredibly empowering. It forces you to step into your own power and to make decisions that align with your highest good. Living alone also creates space for personal hobbies and passions. There's no need to compromise on how you spend your time. Whether you enjoy painting, reading, exercising, or pursuing any other interest, you can dedicate as much time as you like to your passions. You don't have to worry about someone else's schedule or preferences. This unencumbered freedom allows you to explore and cultivate your talents and interests without limitations. It's important to note that this freedom doesn't mean shutting yourself off from the world. You still have the opportunity to engage with others, to nurture friendships, and to connect with people who resonate with your energy. However, living alone means that you're not constantly seeking approval or validation from others. You can choose who to spend your time with, and you're not obligated to be in relationships simply for the sake of being in one. The idea that you need someone else to complete you is a myth. You are already whole. You are already complete. Living alone allows you to fully realize this truth. It teaches you that your happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external sources. This realization is not about rejecting relationships, but about understanding that no relationship can give you what you are not already able to give yourself. As you learn to live alone, you begin to recognize that your worth is not tied to anyone else's opinion of you. You are worthy simply because you exist. This shift in perception allows you to attract healthier relationships, ones that are based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than a need for validation or fulfillment. When you are whole within yourself, you are able to attract people who are also whole and who add value to your life, rather than those who drain your energy or make you feel incomplete. Living alone can also be a profound spiritual experience. It offers the space for deep introspection and connection with your inner self. When you're constantly surrounded by others, it's easy to lose touch with your inner world. But in solitude, you have the opportunity to reconnect with your true essence. You can meditate, reflect, and explore your spiritual beliefs without interruption. This solitude can lead to greater self-awareness, peace, and a deeper understanding of your purpose. One of the most profound gifts of living alone is the ability to be completely authentic. When there's no one else around to judge or criticize, you can fully express who you are. There's no need to put on a facade or play a role. You can be raw, real, and true to yourself. This authenticity is liberating because it allows you to show up in the world exactly as you are, without fear of rejection or judgment. The journey of living alone is not about being isolated or shutting yourself off from others. It's about learning to stand firm in your own truth, to think of your individuality, and to create a life that is aligned with your deepest desires. It's about understanding that you are complete and that the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. The freedom that comes with living alone is unparalleled. You can live your life on your terms, free from the constraints of others' expectations or judgments. You can pursue your passions, explore your creativity, and grow into the person you are meant to be. This autonomy is empowering because it places you in the driver's seat of your life. So, while relationships can certainly be beautiful and enriching, living alone offers a unique opportunity for self-discovery, personal growth, and the cultivation of inner peace. It teaches you that you are enough, that you don't need anyone else to complete you, and that the power to create your ideal life lies within you. Think of the power of living alone, and you will discover a strength and freedom you never knew was possible. Ultimately, it's about thinking about your independence, trusting your instincts, and creating a life that reflects your true self. When you live alone, you are free to explore every aspect of who you are, to create the life you desire, and to think of the fullness of your being. It is in this solitude that you will find your greatest strength and your truest self. If you are ready to truly know yourself, live alone for a while. Discover the depth of your own thoughts, dreams, and desires. Only when you are fully content in your own company will you realize the incredible power you possess. This process is about allowing yourself to grow into the best version of who you are meant to be, independent, strong, and connected to your own source of fulfillment. The freedom that comes with living alone is unmatched. The lessons you learn during this time will not only empower you but will also enhance your ability to interact with others from a place of strength, not neediness. You'll attract healthier relationships, based on mutual respect and genuine connection, because you will no longer look to others to complete you. You will already feel whole. If you found value in this message, don't forget to like the video and share it with others. Your support means everything, and I'd love for you to join this journey of self-discovery. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the content, and share this with someone who could use a little inspiration today. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever new insights are shared, and feel free to leave a comment below about your own experience with living alone. Let's keep this conversation going.